Hey y'all, just thought I'd come outside this morning, do a little video. Um, I haven't even had my coffee yet. Just got up with Gizmo. Gizmo's over there taking a poop. So I don't know. I just figured I would come in and do a video and let you guys. I hope it's not too windy out here. Um, you can see it's kind of cloudy today. It's one of those. I hope it's just overcast and not still early here in the Bay Area, so maybe it's just overcast, maybe it'll blow over. But it was kind of windy yesterday. So I just want to come in and let you guys know that I'm okay. I'm just, I don't know, I'm just concentrating on myself right now. Um, me and my husband got Fitbits, and, like I'm just into trying to reach my 10,000 steps a day and drinking more water, taking care of my health. I really think I've gotten too caught up in a lot of stuff that's going on, and that stuff just kind of wore me out. It was like John Travolta's wife died, Naya Rivera, praying for her, and then her situation coming to a close by them finding her body the other day. And then Elvis Presley's grandson um, killed himself. And I don't know. I just really got overwhelmed by everything. I really got overwhelmed by the Naya Rivera situation because I was really, really praying for her. I know that a lot of people were praying that, she would be found alive. But when you look at that situation, if you really look at it with an honest eye, you knew that she was not going to be found alive. That was going to be a recovery um, situation. And so I had been praying the whole time that a Olokun and Yemiya would come together and release her body. And when it did happen, I had a sigh of relief. And I had some really, really strange dreams while Naya was missing. And I really believe it was because I was praying for her so hard. And I saw her video of her mother, or picture of her mother at the site where it all happened. Just arms stretched out to the water, like she was just begging for her child. And I don't know, that really just did something to me. It just kind of made me disconnect for a minute. And so I'm trying to get back on track. But I'm in a position where I don't want to push myself to make these videos. I always want the videos to be fun and lighthearted. And if I'm not in that kind of mood, then I, just don't want to do it. And for the past couple of days, I have been in that kind of mood. I've been extremely emotional and just not. Um, I don't want to say depressed because I'm not depressed. I have no reason to be depressed, but my mood and energy is just not as high as it normally is. And I do want people to understand that sometimes your mood is not going to be high. It's normal for us to fluctuate with our moods. But we have to listen to how we feel also. If you don't feel like doing something, don't do it. And I'm not going to push myself to, do something just because I have people who want, I love you guys, but I'm not going to allow you guys to push me into a position where I don't want to be. I'm tired. I'm tired. If I don't want to do no videos, I ain't gonna do no videos. I'm not going to force myself to do it. And I just have been you know, spiritually tired, just spiritually worn out. Because I think when you pray like that and you're really concentrating on a person that hard, when you want a situation to be resolved, after the situation is resolved, then you're kind of like worn out. And I think that's what's been happening for me. So I was just worn out. I really was. And I just kind of need to take a break and regroup and figure out, what I want to do when I come back. What do I want to talk about? I know a lot of people want me to talk about the Orishas and spiritual videos. And I'm going to go back to doing that because I know that is the main thing that people come here for. But then I want you guys to understand that I'm not a one-trick pony. I am multi-dimensional. I'm a person. I'm a woman. I like makeup. I like hair. Um, I like beauty products. So I want people to support that also. Don't just support when I'm on here talking about what the Orishas can do or whatever. You want to say hi? And she just sitting here. Yeah, him, Ish. Here go Booger Bear. Yeah, him, Ish. Oh, Lord, you gonna fall, Booger. You gonna fall. You gonna fall, Booger. So, we just out here getting out. Don't put your butt in the camera. We just out here getting. Don't jump. We just out here getting some sun, vitamin D. My husband is still asleep. That's why. One of the reasons why I'm not inside. He's still asleep. Um, when he wakes up, we're probably going to go and take our walk because we've been trying to do a mile a day. Oh, and I do want you guys to pray for Nick Cannon. It looks like CBS um, fired him or cut ties with him because of a podcast that he did. I don't know if it was recent or what, where, he was telling the truth about white people being savages. And I guess he stepped on a couple of white toes. And so they released a statement saying that they were cutting ties with him and that they would no longer be working with him. Now, this is when Black lives should matter. You know what I mean? Black lives shouldn't just matter when someone is getting killed. Black lives should matter when someone is standing up for themselves and they get fired or, ostracized or blackballed. Black lives should matter then also. So I guess they tried to give him an opportunity to apologize for his statement. And he was like, no, I'm not going to apologize. And I don't blame him. Because for 400 years, white people have been doing whatever the heck they want to do to us. Whatever they want to do, they have done it. And because Nick Cannon said that they were savages, he was like, they savages from the Caucasus Mountains. I mean, he was going in. But those are words. Nick Cannon was in a studio. Those were words he was saying. He didn't hurt anyone physically. Those words didn't take you from your family. Those words didn't prevent any white person from getting a job. You know, those words didn't hurt you. But a big corporation like CVS had to come and be like, "Oh, well, we cutting ties with you because you can't be out here making these you racist. You can't be out here making these kind of." I'm like, you know what? I'm so sick of America. I really am. That's why I say whatever the hell I want to say because I'm still at a point where I can do that, and I hope I never get to a celebrity point where I have to start censoring myself. You, sir, are dirty. You need a bath because I can feel your your coat is super oily. You need a bath, but it's not warm enough today to bathe you. You need a bath, sir. You feeling dusty. You feel gritty. So, y'all say a prayer for Nick Cannon and just do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Don't allow people to hold you captive or hostage. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. If you want to do it, do it. If you want to say something, say it. They're words. Okay? I will be back when I feel like it. And it may just be just these type videos for a while. Like I may not do um, a live. I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like the live is just taking too much um, energy from me. Like when I get finished, I do feel kind of tired after I do those. Like, y'all don't realize, like, I'm the one sitting there talking for almost 2 hours. Y'all just sitting there watching. And it's a lot. So, if I just do these type of morning sit down videos where you can enjoy the view. Well, the water is not too choppy, so it's not too windy. Because the water is no white caps out on the bay. Not in this area anyway. Probably closer to San Francisco it probably is, but not here. So we're gonna go in the house. You ready to eat your breakfast? Hmm? You ready to eat? Cause you pooped. You ready to eat breakfast? You ready to go in the house and see his daddy woke? So we're gonna go in the house. Y'all pray for Nick Cannon. Because when things happen like this, you know, you do start to question yourself. Question if the decisions that you made are correct or not. Because I'm pretty sure this, you know, situation will affect his pockets in a way. And that's why the corporation did that. They knew that, you know, well, we'll hit you. You won't apologize. We'll hit you where it hurts, and that's in your pockets. And that's the thing. They've always wanted to, especially silence black men. They never want black men to be in a position of power anyway. And how dare you, black boy, say something about white people? How dare you call white people savages? Even after we raped and pillaged your ancestors, how dare you call us savages? Even after we beat your ancestors, forced them to work, didn't give them any pay, wouldn't let them sit in a restaurant with us. We we wouldn't even allow your ancestors to use the same bathroom we used. But how dare you call us savages? After we sold off your ancestors' children, made your ancestors stay on this plantation took their babies out of their screaming mother's arms and gave them to another plantation owner. How dare you call us savages? After we stole your ancestors from their land, put them on a boat, a ship, where the majority of them didn't even make it to the America, threw them in the bottom of a ship, shackled down to some boards, and brought them over here and beat and raped and killed them. How dare you call us savages? That's what they did to Nick Cannon. So, you guys can research that. I'm pretty sure it's an article about it on Twitter and Google and everywhere else. Say a prayer for John Travolta, who lost his wife, who was battling cancer. I didn't even know she was sick, and a lot of people didn't either because they didn't release that information to the public. So say a prayer for him and his family, and then for the Presley family who Lisa Marie lost her son. So we are, we are still uplifting um, people in prayer when they lose someone, and continue to say a prayer for Naya Rivera's family. It seems like they were extremely close to her. Her mother and father were there at the scene, the entire time until her body was found. So let's continuously say a prayer for them. And people, please pay attention to your children. Pay attention to what your kids are watching on the internet, because a lot of these young kids are really, really upset about Naya Rivera's death. I didn't even understand how many shows this young lady had been in. To be honest, I didn't know her. I didn't watch Glee. I never watched Glee. I'm not into those type of shows. But I didn't realize how many shows she had been in. Like, she was a child in the 80s. She was on The Fresh Prince. She was on a lot of shows. I didn't know that because I didn't know who she was. But, since she passed, they were showing clips from shows that she was in. I was like, oh my God, that was that little girl? So, you know, check in on your children. When stuff like this happen, your kids lose one of their faves, your kids are going through it. Like, these little kids are online. Oh my God, I feel like I want to, I'm so hurt, I'm so confused. Like, your kids should not be this upset, you know? Check in on them. Ask them how they're doing, how they're feeling. Do a check-in with your children. Because your kids are hurt. They really do be looking up to these people. And when something happened to them, these kids be out here about to lose their mind. So check in on your babies. Your children, your teenagers. Because teenagers don't know how to handle death and process death. Their minds are not mature enough to even handle celebrity deaths. A lot of them are still tripping off of Kobe passing away. So check in on your kids. And I was just checking in to let you guys know that I'm okay. And I will be back when I get ready. Okay? I'll talk to y'all later. I love you. Bye.